I feel weird wearing long sleeves. I like winter. I love winter. But I feel weird wearing long sleeves. I'm wearing sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt. I feel weird. Like, I want to go back to wearing shorts and just like put a sweater over a short sleeve shirt. I feel too tucked in. I feel too covered. I feel too. And that's a problem. But just I feel constantly warm, and I don't like it. You know what? This is a stupid complaint. Never mind. Chapter 10. Enemy at the gates. I'll shut the fuck up. This time I promise. Starting now. I'll shut the fuck up until I get to something that sounds like. Until I get to something ridiculous later on in the chapter. I don't know. So. No promises on me staying quiet. With commentary. Obviously. I still gotta read. Seconds before you and your mom's brutal execution in the Nexus, news comes of a Venedy hunting party found murdered in the woods. The only body missing is Cass's. Who Clements behind these murders is as clear as day. How dare you accuse us of killing our How dare you accuse us of killing our own kind? You Venedies are the ones with a penchant for scheming and manipulation. Don't make me laugh. I was too quick to see the Venedy elder slaps. The Venedy elder leaps up to Clement, and they clash with horrible snarls. Oh my god, it's gonna turn into a bloodbath. Your gaze darts back to your mom, finding her cowering on the floor in front of a store, who glares at Lewin with bloodlust in her eyes. How many of my coven must die at the hands of you filthy Clements before you admit your responsibility? This is a serious accusation. The impulsiveness of your coven is what will lead to its demise. It's a war you want, Eunice. It's a war you're gonna get. Your heart seizes. The door flings your mom aside to leap at Lewin. Your mom flies through the air, straight toward a stone pillar. Mom! But suddenly, Gabrielle's there. She catches your mom, cradling her as she faints in her arms. Hookie, get out of here. Hookie, get out of there. You realize you've been forgotten in the center of a bloody fight. Everywhere you look, vampires tear into each other in a brutal frenzy, howls of rage splitting the chill air. I need to move. Now. You scramble for your mom and Gabriella, only to freeze as a vampire lunges straight towards you. As fast as you can, you grab at the talisman on your wrist. Shoving the heel of your palm into the jewel, you set off a burst of flashing lights that immediately lead to incoming Venedy. As they flail and scream, you look frantically around the room. Mom! You fix your sight on the only thing that matters, your mom in Gabriella's arms, and run. Gabriella extends her hand, and you grab on. Let's go. Mom still cradled in one arm. She pulls you up onto her back, and you cling tight so the world blurs. The fight fading but quickly behind you. Gabriella lets you down the mouth of the Nexus and gently lowers your mom to the forest floor. You kneel beside her, eyes full of tears. Is she just passed out from shock? She'll be okay as long as we keep moving. Okay, Gabriella, wait. You spin around, and Gabriella's in front of you. In a flash, Seth sprints out of the Nexus. Don't take another step. Seth skids to a stop, holding up his hands. No, I'm not here to hurt you. But Cass might still be out there. You have to help him. You feel a jolt in your stomach as you remember what Nicole had said minutes ago about the slaughtered Venedy hunting party, and how Cass's body wasn't among them. Ricky, we can't stick around. We need to get you and your mom to safety. We can't leave Cass out there. If there's even the smallest chance that he's alive, you have to look for him. Your life is already at stake. You risk even more to look for him. I would. It's the right thing to do. I can't promise that he would do the same for you, but the three of us are a team, even if you hate to admit it. Whatever happened to him tonight, we owe it to him to look for him. And if you don't like what we find, your heart seizes at the implication, and you swallow thickly. At least we didn't abandon him. I don't like it, but I know you won't change your mind, so I'll go with you. You whirl towards Seth, beseeching me. What the fuck that is? Seth, Gabriella. Fuck, Seth. Gabriella and I will look for Cass, but you have to look after my mom. It's not safe for her to go to the beach. Of course, I'll... Wait, your mom stirs, eyes cracking open. She finds your face, and Gabriella's, and Seth's, and her eyes shoot wide open. What? Where am I? What's happening? Mrs. Ho, you're right. Seth here will take you someplace safe. But your mom slaps away her hands. She bends to help her to her feet. She screams backward, wild gaze fixed on her, Seth's sharp fangs, and silver eyes before looking at you in terror. What are these people? Just friends. You know, Gabriella and Seth is just friends. Do you think I lost my vision? My memory of what just happened back in that cave? All of those creatures with silver eyes and sharp fangs. The last word comes out as a breath. You see understanding and hope and struggle into inspection. Vampires. The murder in these words were caused by... Not by these vampires, Mom. Gabriella and Seth would never hurt us. Please trust me on this. Her eyes search yours, and due to fear and confusion, trust begins to shine through. I can hardly believe what's happening, but okay, Hiroki. If you ask me to, I have faith in what you're saying. Thank you, Mom. Seth will take care of you. But what about you? You look eyes with Seth and nod. He nods back gravely. I'll keep her safe. I promise. Then, fast as lightning, he grabs your mom, and the two of them disappear into the dark. Your mom screams, echoing through the trees. I'm so sorry, Mom. Gabriella wraps her arm on your shoulder, pulling you reassuringly against her. You bury your face in her chest. Boobies. You're doing the right thing for her. I know, but it doesn't feel that way right now. But knowing time is against you, you shake yourself out of your sorrow and focus on the task at hand. Go on, we gotta look for Cass. I picked up the hunting party scent. Let's go. The forest whips by in a blur, till Gabriella comes to a stop, letting off her back, taking the gruesome scene. Oh my god. The bodies of the vanities are strewn in a circle, the light of the moon giving everything an otherworldly glow. The blood covering the ground shines like silver. The mouth. Gabriella looks sickened, and when you peer into the mouth of the nearest dead vanity, you see why. Their fangs have been ripped out, leaving bloody holes behind. What in the world? You slowly track around the circle, peering into each vampire's open mouth, feeling a little queasier each time. All of them, every single one, has had their fangs torn out. This is bad, really bad. To remove a vampire's fangs like this is a declaration of war. War? What kind of monster would do this? Gabriella's head snaps up, surprise etched into her features. You don't think it was the Clemens? No way, it's horrible. Maybe it was as cruel as this, but I have a hard time believing the whole coven will go along with this. Still, it's obvious why all the divinities think it was the Clemens. Both covens have been at each other's throats, The Clements have been patrolling the woods because they go mistrustful of divinities. And then the Clement ended up dead because of a vampire attack. The Clements suspected a divinity did it. So of course divinities would expect the Clements to retaliate, which is exactly what this looks like. But this goes against everything we stand for. I can't imagine members of my coven do something like this. Gabriella, whatever happened here isn't a reflection on you. We don't know who's behind this, but even if it's your coven, it doesn't change who you are. I know in a way, you pride yourself in being a part of the Clement coven, the good kind coven, but that's not important. What's important is who you are, Gabriella Adhard, the individual. And who's that? I feel like I don't even know these days. You're a girl who has too much goodness in her heart and who'd never do something like that. Like this. Gabriella starts to respond, but her head snaps to the side. Eyes glistens silver as she bares her fangs. Who's there? Just says suddenly, her eyes widen in shock. Wait, no way. Her eyes flash silver as she motions for you to stay behind her. Carefully, you two approach a clump of bushes as she pushes aside the foliage to reveal. Cass! Overcome with relief, you move to hug him, but he flinches back, his eyes wild with fear, and taking his injuries, bruises, and blood-stained skin. What happened? It wasn't the Clements. The attackers were even from either coven. They were powerful, so damn powerful, and feral. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I was useless. We were all useless. You didn't able to avoid him, and desperately needing to lure him out of the panic he's residing into. Cass, look at me. You take his face, guiding him to meet your eyes. First, his gaze remains panicked, but then he focuses on you and only you. Hiroki, his hands come up to cover yours, fingers wrapping tightly around yours. I thought I'd never see you again. I'm here, and so are you. Can you tell us what else happened? Cass's eyes flipped to Gabriella, then back to you. And after a moment, he nods. They took us completely by surprise. By the time I realized we were under attack, it was too late. They left me alive as a warning to the covens. As if a warning would make a difference. Vanity, Clement, doesn't matter. You don't stand a chance. The terror in his voice makes your blood run cold. Next to you, Gabriella sucks in a breath. Oh God. The covens don't know. They're about to be killing each other. And if we did this, just declared war on all of us. Declared war on us all. As the two of them panic, you feel an incredible weight drop onto your shoulders. You eye the ritual circle. Gabriella, Cass and I are the only ones who know about this threat. And this crime scene has to be hiding more clues. If I can get them to calm down, we can examine things more closely. Find something useful to bring back to the covens. This enemy's gonna come back. The covens don't know what's up against. All of Crimson Beach will be wiped out. Vampires and humans. Explore the ritual circle, Gabrielle and Cass to learn more about the threat and get information that help unite the covens and impress the coven leaders. 25 diamonds? You take a deep breath and focus solely on Cass, keeping your voice steady. Cass, after everything you've been through, I know how hard this must be for you. No, you don't know. You wince at the sharpness of his words. But under it, you can hear the pain in his voice. You're right, I don't. I can only imagine that you're scared and hurt. I also know you want to save the rest of your coven. While we can't undo what happened to you, we can try and figure out who did this, make it right. Can you walk me through exactly what you saw? You might remember something about the attackers that we can use to warn the covens. He blinks up at you in a daze, before his gaze flicks to the carnage behind you. His face hardens of resolve. It's still kind of a blur. We were headed toward the woods, making out of the town, making our way out of the town boundaries so that we could hunt. All of a sudden, they had us surrounded. It seemed like there were as many of them as there were us, maybe even more. It's hard to tell with so many movement. I don't even know if I could describe their faces or what they were. He chills off before suddenly grabbing his full stick. Wait, I remember something. The tigers who grabbed me had sigils on them. One was a tattoo, and the other was a pendant. He hurriedly starts to scratch the emblems in the dirt. And Gabriella, watching with held breath. I recognize that one. That's a Nocturne coming signal. They're based along a ley line in New Jersey. There are vampires in New Jersey? So, ever heard of the Jersey Devil? I see where you're going here. Golden girl, how about this one? Cass stabs a stick into the dirt, and after the second sigil, he's drawn. That's the sigil of the Umbra coming from a ley line all the way down to Florida. Why do you know all this boring... You know what? Never mind. Bad time. Your lips twitch at the sign that Cass has regained himself, but the implication of the sigils dawns on you. Hang on. Those are two different coverings. Does this mean the attackers defected from the original coverings and banded together to form a new one? If that's the case, how many defectors might they have from how many coverings? Why the hell would they team up to attack Crimson Beach? I don't know. Maybe they feel threatened by your cover size? I mean, you guys are part of a double govern, and it sounds like that's distinctly out of the ordinary. Maybe there was some vampires who think that Crimson Beach coverings will use those numbers against them. Except, when have we ever done that? We stay inside our ley lines and mind our own damn business. Either way, we have a couple of clues now. Estelle and Lewin might be able to put more together from this. Confidence restored. Cass pushes himself to his feet. The bodies might have more on them. Go on. He leads you and Gabriella back to the ritual circle. His expression is stony as he stares down at his fallen comrades. When they surrounded us, they immobilized everyone but me. I don't know how. They dragged me away before I could even see. But I heard them, my cover mates, screaming before I got dead silent. Gabriella is kneeling down beside one of the bodies, examining his arms. Grimly, she looks up at Cass. These scars, they look like... You lean over her shoulder, taking a familiar text of the scars. Though you only seen them caused by a brand before. Silver. They bound with them with silver. What kind of saddest are these vampires? Sadist. I don't care. Stomach churning. Your eyes follow a trail of blood before catching on another. You suddenly step back with a grasp, taking in the whole circle. Guys, look at the blood. It makes a shape. What are you... You're right. Golden girl. What cover is that from? I don't know. I've never seen it before. Great. What are we supposed to do when even your encyclopedia brain can't help us? Do you think it's a new cover made up of rebels? Do vampires do that? Make new covens every now and then? No. Covenant origins are ancient, and existing ones have snatched up almost all the ley lines. There's no room for new ones to sprout up. Unless they plan to force us off our ley lines and claim it for themselves. I've committed the emblem to memory. I'll sketch it out when we get back to the Nexus. Some of the older vampires might know what it means. Gabriella looks over at Cass and awkwardly pats him on the shoulder. Thank you for taking us through what happened. I know this couldn't have been easy, but it helped a lot. Literally never touch me or say anything like that to me again. Disgusting. Cass shudders, edging away from Gabriella. We step in front of him. Seriously, Cass, thank you. We have so much to go off now. Cass struggles to figure out how to respond to your words until he finally shrugs. It's whatever. Now, let's get back to the Nexus. We have to tell Cover and see who the real enemy is. But before you can leave, Cass's gaze catches on one of the dead Vanity again. And it's especially in clouds. He won't say anything, but I know he's suffering stuck. I know he's suffering. Stuck with the memory of his couple mates being slaughtered. You jump as Gabriella clears her throat into the too still silence. Cass, I'm sorry for what happened to your coven mates. Cass whirls at her with a glare. Take your pity and shove it right up your ass out hard. Whoa, I was just trying to be nice. Did I ever ask you to? I'm so sick. You're always acting. Cass, what's wrong? He looks toward him as he sags against the tree, clutching his side. His speech drew gritted teeth, clearly in pain. Nothing. Just a scratch. His hunting party was attacked before he got a chance to feed. His energy slow. It's messing with his regeneration. Something in her voice darkens as she stares down at him. We can get a blood bag when we get back to Crimson Beach. I'd rather die than drink cold blood out of a pouch. Don't say that. It's not funny, especially not now. You're lasting guy. I'm not gonna kneel over you. You're lasting guy. I'm not gonna keel over you. So you say, as you're literally only standing thanks to the tree behind you. A dart strikes you as you see the blood streaking his palm, still pressed to his injured side. Cass needs blood to regain his strength, and I can give it to him. You swallow, heart dumping. You know you've been helping him, but you don't know how much you need, or how much it hurt. Oh, I don't have to pay for it. With a soup in your stomach, that's the only part worry. You look Cass straight in the eyes. Cass, you can drink some of my blood. Ricky, what? You need blood. Let's not act like we don't see the simple solution right in front of us. I want to help, and you turn your gaze back to Cass, who watches you inscrutably. I trust you not to hurt me. Gabriella said a sharp breath, turning away from the two of you. Now go ahead and scout. Make sure they're not going to ambush us when we're vulnerable. She's gone in a flash, leaving a pit in the hollow of your stomach, but you focus on the task at hand, staring right in front of Cass. So how does this work? I show you my neck and you bite? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, cool. But no venom. Psst, relax, human. I know what I'm doing. But he sounds strangely shaken, and as he reaches to tilt your head a little more to the side, his fingers are shockingly gentle on your neck. You swallow as you feel his breath against your skin, right above your hammering pulse. His lips brush your skin as he murmurs. No screaming. I won't. You hold your breath, and there's a flash of pain as sharp fangs punch your skin. You jolt, hands tighten to fists at your side. And then, as Cass's lips, sealed to your neck, start to suck, you feel something more. Something disorienting, head spinning, and not entirely unpleasant. Without thinking, your arms go around Cass, fingers dig into his jacket, she pull him tighter to you. Let's have a low groan against your neck, an arm looping around your waist, his tongue lapping at the puncture wounds in your skin. Your head feels light, your entire body tingling, your breath coming out in short gasps. It's the most powerful sensation you've ever felt, and you feel yourself getting lost in it. But sooner than you expected, Cass pulls away, silver eyes meeting yours, his lips tinted red with your blood. You good? Your eyelids flutter, feeling like you're coming out of a daze, and you're not even sure how to begin to answer. Yeah, I think so. He hesitates for a moment before digging back to your neck. You tense, expecting pain and a bizarre pleasure. And her shots feel his lips brush ever so softly against your puncture wound. Me too. Now let's catch up to Golden Girl before she abandons us in these woods. You haven't gotten far when you hear a shout ring out from further in the woods. Guys, over here. Sprinting after the voice, you find Gabriella staring out into the forest. What is it? Did you find something? Gabriella casts a look back at you, eyes catching you on your neck. You lift a hand, finding Cass's bite wound already scabbed over and healing. Spit out hard. We're short on time. Gabriella turns away from the two of you, pointing out into the darkness. I bet that's the enemy's scent. It heads away from the woods. So we gotta follow it. This might be our only chance to track them down before we lose the trail. Well, heading back to the Nexus and warning the others. Well, avenging my fallen cover mates. We have a lead. So what? Want to chase after them and end up within an inch of your life again? Didn't mean to shove the microphone almost into my mouth. Just made out with it without consent. I'm sorry. No, this time I know what I'm up against. They need to pay. They took out an entire hunting party. You're as good as dead on your own, Cass. I'm sure as hell not going with you. Spoken like a coward, Clement. Cass, we can't lose you like that. Realistically, you don't stand a chance. You know it. And I can't offer you any backup. I'm just a human. Please just come back to the Nexus with us. Bothering yourself by going after those enemies alone won't help anyone. Cass clenches his jaw, a battle going on in his eyes. Damn it, new guy. You know my name, and I've been around for a while. Stop calling me new guy. Suddenly, you hear rustling in the underbush, and wheel around to see Gabriella pushing aside the bushes. There's something here. Ah. She recoils and you sprint over. You okay? It's a talisman, like some silver inside of it. You peer into the bushes. Moonlight falls on a small golden talisman inlaid with 3 glinting crimson gems. Carefully, you pick up the talisman and motion for Gabriella and Cass to step well back. When they do, you hold the talisman in front of you and press down on the gems. A stream of silver liquid shoots out of the talisman and splatters on the tree trunk, where it hardens on contact. Whoa. And that's it. And that's what the attackers use to trap my cover mates. It weakens and immobilizes the vampires it catches at the same time. Using tactics like that against fellow vampires? That's disgusting. But you can always return the favor. Gabriella and Cass looks at you, stunned, while you look down and you notice his looking talisman resting in your palm. Think about it. This might be one of the only things that could weaken those attackers enough to even the playing field. Take the silver trap talisman for a major advantage against your powerful enemies. With a surge of resolve, you snap the talisman into place on your bracelet. There. Next time those monsters come after one of you, I'll make them regret it. Hey, Ricky. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Your phone vibrates in your pocket, and you take it out to find a text notification. It's Seth. He's checking in. Hey, Seth. Any news on Cass? We found him. He's gonna be okay. Thank God. And my mom? Don't worry, she's safe. But you're not. The ladies all over town look for you and Gabriella. Cap, you gotta get somewhere safe. Now. Crap. They realize we're gone. Quiet. You freeze at Cass's urgent tone, and you notice him and Gabriella standing perfectly alert. I started to hear noises in the woods. Please, now. Before you can open your mouth, they grab you and jump into a nearby tree. Hidden in the branches, Cass puts a finger to his lips, and Gabriella motions for you to stay still. A minute later, a party of entities crashes into the clearing below. Bless this way. We're almost there. Margot, are you sure we're ready for what we'll find? Doesn't matter. We got a seat. They stop short when they reach the edge of the ritual circle and hear the smells of outrage as they take in the horror. What the hell? What kind of vampire could do this? Clement, probably the same one who made a break for it with a mortal psychic the second the coast was clear. Swear to God, I'll get my hands on Aberhard and their pet human. They're dead. He rolls around and slams his fist into the tree you're hiding in, making the entire tree shake. Whoa. Yep, it almost around the branch. Squeeze on your might as you will the entities blow away. Come on, leave already. I don't know, guys. Who could even seem that bad for a human? Why would he be involved in this at all? But when he helped break up the fight between us and Clements, he said he didn't want the Cubs getting in trouble. And he helped us kick the flags and cover Barry's asses at the tournament. I don't think he has anything against one of these. Don't tell me you're going soft, Val. Tell me you're going soft, Val. It's a human we're talking about. A human always hanging out with a comment. Those who are behind this, why else would they flee the Nexus? Those comments are nothing but a bunch of traitors. If we lost one of them, and when we find Everhard and that human, we'll prove it once and for all. What about Cass? His body isn't here. There's a tense silence down below. Broker's Michael spits on the ground. You knew he spent too much time with that human. You're not saying Cass betrayed us. Cass looks horrified. You can see it takes all his willpower to remain still and silent. Guys, let's get back to the base and tell store we found before things break into another fight. The commands already haven't tried to ram a stake you out of a store's heart. The entities are gone in the blink of an eye. Gabriel and Cass wait several more moments before nodding at each other. Gabriel pulls you tight to her on the side of the tree, lands softly on the ground. Cass lands beside you with a snarl. Can't believe they think I'd turn on them. Murder my own. It's too risky to go back now. To think we're all traitors. We get killed on the spot. I hate to say it, but you're right. The covers are agitated, and they're looking for targets to take their anger on. They aren't looking at the whole picture. That this is something bigger than the Covenants, and a stirring threat they aren't even thinking about. And when it comes back, they won't be able to handle it. Which means we need to find out exactly what we're up against, and bring that information back to the Covenants, or they'll never unite. Once we go left with only one option. We have the enemies. We head after the enemies. Fuck it. We head after the enemy ourselves. If Gabriella and Cass to shoot your idea down, and when you're in silence, tend to find them watching you, determined. I was thinking the same thing. Like you said, now we have any other options. So you two aren't going to fight me on this? It's going to be high risk. There are situations where I'm going to have to put myself in danger, where we all are. And before you say anything, I'm not letting you leave me behind. I know, I can see that. And you'll be safer with us than trying to hide in a town where vampires are out for your blood. They try to look. One feels more understanding than you expected. This new enemy has turned our covenants against each other and endangers us all. No one hurts of entity and gets away with it. And no one gets a screw with the comments but us. Gabriel's expression doesn't change, but she huffs out a laugh. You know you face nearly impossible odds. You can't help but feel confident encouraged by imagined looks of determination on their faces. For the first time, they're completely united. So it's decided, the heroes are going to take on this threat. We'll protect the Crimson Beach vampires, no matter the cost. Oh, yay, thank God.